I'm reviewing Knockout Kings 99. Now this game has two copies. One with a Lewis disc on like I've got, and another is Holyfield, because it come out in 99, the year Holyfield and Lennox Lewis and Evander Holyfield fight for the first time. This was before that, I think. But anyway, it has three modes: a slugfest mode where you can pick any character from the heavyweight to the lightweight and fight anyone. You can do any moves you want, headbutt, low blows to the dick, anything, and win that way. Like in a fight, if you knock your opponent down 3 times, it's a win for you in one round. So the slugfest is just like exhibition, but you can do any disqualifying moves to win the fight. Till the health's drained, then you've knocked them down 3 times, and in exhibition it's the same. It's obviously like a normal fight, except you can't do disqualification moves because you get disqualified in a proper exhibition fight instead of a slugfest. But yeah, in the exhibition you can only fight in your own weight though. Like in slugfest you can fight like heavyweight be lightweight, but in exhibition you can only fight your own weight. So if you pick lightweight, it's going to be another lightweight fight, like heavyweight versus heavyweight, middleweight versus middleweight. Now I beat this game 5 times in career mode, 3 times in heavyweight with my boxer. You make your own boxer, and once in middleweight, once in lightweight. It could be any heavyweight champion you fight in lightweight, middleweight or heavyweight. It could be any champion who you fight, like I just said. It could be anybody, like it could be Holmes in heavyweight, it could be, and another playthrough could be Holyfield, could be anybody. But the last opponent is always Ali before you beat the game. Any champion of the world, it's always Ali. And in middleweight it's always Leonard, and in lightweight I forget. I know it's Ali because I beat 3 times in heavyweight, and it was always Ali. So he's the last opponent, and then it's always Leonard in middleweight, but I forget who it is in lightweight. So yeah, beat once in lightweight, once in middleweight, and 3 times in heavyweight. Heavyweight's my favourite. But yeah, you make your own boxer, and once you beat the champion, you're the champion, and you've then got to fight the champion again. And then you have, once you beat the champion again, you have 3 more fights of any random heavyweight, but it's always Ali last, if you get my meaning. It's always Ali last, but it could be any other random heavyweight you fight like before then. But in the same playthrough it's always Ali. Like in the same playthrough it's always Leonard in middleweight, and I forget in lightweight. But yeah, that's the point. You go over top, you can choose to train with more stamina and or put the punch bag to get more strength. I prefer using that one, but I use both to keep both the same. But I always go for the heavyweight bag the most, because that's the most power, and I like to knock my opponents out early with my boxers. I always beat every opponent when I play this game by knocking them out. I like the hook and the body shots. And obviously the game gets harder as you progress. The opponents start easy and then they start getting harder, but I always do the same strategy. I've never gone a distance I've always managed to knock all my opponents out. Even when I beat it on heavyweight 3 times, I always knock my opponents out in middleweight and in lightweight too. Like I said, I like the hook and body shot. But yeah, that's it. Once you beat the champion, you defend your belt against the champion you beat, and then you defend it 3 more times, and then that's the end of the game. But remember, it's always Ali in heavyweight, it's always Leonard in middleweight and lightweight, I forget who it is, and they're the only 3 weights. There's no featherweight or anything like that in this game. So what would I rate this game out of 10? I'd give it a 7. I mean, there's one downgrade that I don't like with the game. You can randomly lose a fight even when you were champion or before, like even to someone you shouldn't lose to, because when it works in your favour, great, but when it works against you, it pisses you off. I mean, you can lose from one punch, like a random hit could come in and all your health's drained and you've lost the fight. It's great when it works for you and it ends the fight quick, but when it's against you and it can happen any random time. I got lucky in all my 5 playthroughs, it never happened to me. But I know a mate played this game, he says it always happens to him when he doesn't want it. Like when he's in his final fight, before he's champion of the world and retires, it happens to him and he loses the belt and he's got to do it all again. So once you lose, if you're a champion and you lose your belt, you get thrown down the rankings, and I think you've got to, in any of the three weights, you've got to fight the first three contenders again, my mate said. I don't know, it's never happened to me, but you think you get dropped to third or something, or fourth, and you've got to go up again and beat the champion again and defend your belt against him again, and you've got to have another 3 fights again. Apparently, it doesn't matter which weight you use, if it happens to you, you've got to do that. Never happened to me. Like I said, I beat 3 times in the heavyweight because it's my favourite weight, and once in middleweight, once in lightweight. It never happened to me, fortunately, but it worked in my favour all the times, but it never happened to me. So that's the reason I'm only giving the game a 7 for that reason. Otherwise, I'd give it more. It's that what can ruin a game for you. That's why I don't give it more. So I give it a 7 out of 10. It's a good game, but I recommend you play the 2000 one or the 2001 one. I think that one's the best. The 2001 PlayStation 1 is the best. And the second best is the 2001. And this one's my least favourite. But don't get me wrong, it's still a good game. But it's just not as good as the 2001 or the 2001 one for that reason. Anyway, good game. I give it 7 out of 10.